This video is dedicated to my father, Dan Marsh, who fought on Okinawa throughout the entire campaign as a member of the 4th Marine Regiment, 6th Marine Division. And if you'd like a copy of his book where he talks about that, you can check out the links below. And now, let's get into the game. And having said what I just did to you about my dad and his service on Okinawa, as he served all through the Pacific War, went back in Korea, by the way, in the 1st Marine Division, there's some things I want to do to make this game a little special, but we got to get through the early parts of the first turn first. So here's the victory conditions, just so you'll know. The U.S., that's me, will have to capture Shuri, Japanese 32nd Army Headquarters, and Makobe before July 3rd of 1945. For the Japanese to win a decisive victory, all they have to do is hold Shuri or Makobe. So you notice the or there. The U.S. has to do both. The Japanese only have to do one. Now, historically, the Americans needed more than 80 days to clear the island of organized Japanese resistance at a cost of 50,000 casualties. The Japanese suffered as well, losing an estimated 110,000 casualties. And by the way, these figures don't factor in all of the Okinawan natives who died, and that would be thousands more. It was a horrible, bloody, brutal campaign, a look into one possible future if we had invaded Japan, which we'll be looking at in this series later. But for now, let's jump in and get started. So I'm going to play the Allies, and we'll do that. This is one of quite a few different pictures that were drawn by a veteran of the campaign, and it's quite something. Okay, Central Pacific Task Forces. The capture of Okinawa will achieve 3 key objectives: cutting the last supply line from Southeast Asia, enabling Air Force bombers to reach the Japanese mainland, and providing Okinawa's airfields, bases, and ports as the staging area for the invasion of Japan. 2 amphibious forces have been assembled: the 77th Division off the coast of Ishima to the north, and the main force, the U.S. 21st Corps and the 3rd Marine Amphibious Corps, which will land just west of Kadena, a major supply hub. Capturing Ishima will prevent Japanese air forces from using its airfields. The main U.S. force will land at the central part of the island and must advance both north and south to eliminate all the Japanese forces. And we're going to follow history. The 6th Division will be tasked with clearing the north. There should be only one major fight there, and the rest of the troops will, once they cut the island in half, they'll go south. In command of the Pacific Fleet, Rear Admiral Sir Philip Vian, who has experience supporting amphibious operations. The battle fleet contains 3 carriers, a battleship, a cruiser, and a destroyer. Recommend sorting the BPF as soon as possible from their starting positions. Okay. Finally, Formosa, located on the southwest edge of the map, contains large airfields from which the Japanese Imperial Air Force and Naval Air Forces can launch attacks on the Allied fleet. If more than 2 Japanese air units are stationed on Formosa, the Allied fleets around Okinawa will suffer strength losses due to their attacks. Deploy the British fleet to eliminate all Japanese air units on Formosa. Be prepared to repeat such strikes as the Japanese will reinforce the island. All right, that's what we'll be doing there. And that's kind of it. Now, let's just give you a brief overview of the map, and then we're going to do something. So here's Formosa. Let me zoom out, see how huge this is. This is where the British fleet is, if you can get around. I wish they would make this deeper so this thing wouldn't block it. But anyway, there's the British fleet. Then here's Ishima. Whoops. And then, of course, down here are the main landings. This is a huge map. Now, you'll notice on these units, for example, this tells you this is the 7th Infantry Regiment. It doesn't tell you what division it belongs to. And I want to try to keep our divisions together as much as possible. So what I'm going to do is go through here and rename all these guys. So it'll still say 7th Infantry Regiment, but there'll be a slash, and then, to the whatever division it belongs to. And that way we can sort of keep track of that. And here's the Marine divisions here. We'll do the same with them. So let's take a break for that, and then I'll be back and we'll get started with this. Hey everybody, welcome back once again. This is the Wargaming Guy, and for you, a few seconds have passed. For me, a couple of days have gone by, but we finally got off camera. I've renamed all of these. I've added to them so you can follow their this is the 97th Division. This is the 7th Infantry. Whoops, wait a minute. Maybe I may have got that one wrong. Yeah, this is the 7th Infantry Division. So there we go. So we got all that set up because I want to try to keep the divisions together and make them a little more coherent than otherwise. Of course, we don't have the 2nd Marines here. Historically, the 2nd Marines were down here doing a little, in this area, doing a little staged landing. They didn't actually land, but they were trying to throw the Japanese off into thinking that they were. So let's get started here. And I guess the simplest way is just to charge right into it. So we'll land him, take a shot at him, and he can't go forward. Bummer. Alright, so now the question is, can I move? I can. So I can land him here and take him out. Can't take the town yet, but I will. No, not with my artillery, I won't. Take one more infantry regiment, pop him in. Oh, what? That was so stupid. Okay. See, I'm trying to do things good and I'm still screwing up, so there you go. Let's bring the tanks in as well. Weaken this guy. Weaken me even more. And we'll throw the RD. Alright, so we're working on these guys. Now comes the big part, the invasion of the Okinawa proper. And here we go. You'll notice the 6th Marine Division is furthest north, and that the 4th Marine Regiment is also the furthest north of the 6th Marine Division. So they're the ones that will be leading the way up here. And, yeah, we'll just see what happens. But I'm thinking, yeah, this is where the Japanese had forces dug in, and the 4th Regiment had a bit of a fight on their hands. So we'll just kind of charge straight ahead here. So far, so perfect. Okay, that's the 6th Marine Regiment, 29th Marine, 6th. Yeah, I should have got that regiment out of there. Oh well. It doesn't actually show up when you're renaming them. We get some artillery up here. Shepard, who's the commanding general of the 6th Marine Division. There we go. Now these guys should be, yeah, these are like Corps and Army level stuff. There's Geiger. He's in command of the 3rd Amphibious Corps of the Marines. So we'll send these guys in first. Got fortifications, but nobody there. Grab part of the airfield. One of the things that the Marines liked to do when they landed on islands was to cut the island in half as quickly as possible. Obviously, it's going to take a little while here, given the size of this island, but nevertheless. Alright, let's go ahead and bring the core elements in. They look to be perfectly safe. Yeah, he's Geiger, so, actually, let's move you up here. Now, again, seriously, the Japanese are going to be attacking, but, got plenty of air power we will unleash in a moment. Yeah, how far they can They can shoot, but they don't really have much to shoot at this point. Ah! Send you that way. Ah! Okay, so we can get there. So now it's time to kick in. Good, there, your bombers. Nope, I want bombers only. I know they have some air power on Okinawa. I don't think it's all that significant. We'll find out. Yeah, come on. Oh, nice. He got him. Well, he took a point off of their MPs. All right. So the first combat of the landing has taken place. Okay, so field artillery, yeah. Get my tanks ashore. Ready to take Kadena Airfield, which we of course want to do as soon as possible. And there's Arnold, who's the commander of the 7th Infantry Division. There we go. Okay, bring our tanks up. I'll leave that there. HQ in. Okay, this is some core level artillery. Okay, so here's Hodges, who is not the Hodges. When I first saw this, I'd forgotten that there's a Bradley and there's a Hodges generals in this campaign, but they're not the famous ones, and they're the ones you may have never heard of. And this guy is the commanding general of the 24th Corps. So there you go. Little might be a little surprise for you. Okay, let's just see. Okay, I got you. Can you reach him? Ooh, you can. All right, we got to check the modes. It's a little time consuming, but I find if you leave the fighter thing on, which is what you would normally do in real life, obviously, you're going to have fighter escorts. It really limits the damage that the carriers can do. So, yeah, this may be, well, it's not terribly realistic, but you know, took 3 and lost 1. Another 2, lost 1. So I'm not so sure how we're doing here. I hate that damage evaded thing. Okay, we might be able to sink this guy, but I'm not sure. Yes, we did. Thank you very much. Let's just see what's here. Oh, that was a mistake. Oops. Sorry. But look. No, I didn't want to do that. Crud. Look at this. Okay, boys and girls. Yeah. I was going to say, having in the way strategic command works, when they do fortifications, you can almost always see them on the map, or a lot of times. I wish... Historically, they didn't know what the Allies didn't know when they came down here, what they were getting into. I mean, they had some idea, but nothing super major. So, but it doesn't matter because anyone's playing this game, I'm sure, knows. Can't quite get there. No, I can't. Look at that. Ooh, look at all the artillery, man. Heavy, and then field artillery. Anti-tank, what's this? Pillbox. I'm sure we've got lots of pillboxes. Oof, okay. You've got 2 strikes. Let's go for him. Oh, shoot. All right, we're going to back off of that. What? What? Did I accidentally click that again? I did not want to do that. That does not make me happy. I want to get some people down here to guard him, too. Let's pull you guys over here. We'll put you somewhere around there. Just kind of set up a screen, a little bit of a screen. Oh, we haven't landed everybody. Whoops. We may not have everybody, but let's see. Here's Buckner. He's the 10th Army commander. And he died on Okinawa. I think he's the highest ranking officer to die in combat in the United States in World War II, if I remember correctly. So, okay. Let's bring you down here. Let's pull back towards the carriers. I don't know where, if the Japanese, how much they have. You wouldn't think they'd have a ton, but they might. You never know. Okay, we're going to leave those guys there. So now that brings us down to here. Yeah, these turns are going to be long, at least in the beginning. Oh, now see, that's nice. Last time I couldn't get it down that far. Let's get the CVs. Oh, whoops, one more CV. There we go. Send them off to harass the Japanese over here. And why not pull in a little closer here? Oh, yeah, because with the CV. Let's bring him over here. I don't think they've got anything that can get to him there. I guess we'll find out in a minute. All right. There you go, folks. Let's leap into the next. Shall the Royal? Yes. Why do you think I sent them there? Dumb question. But it's nice, I guess, to give you the option in case you accidentally did it or something. I don't know. Japanese deployment phase complete. So we're back here. Oops, we're still, yeah. Oh boy. More torpedo boat. That's not the best news I've ever seen. Reinforcing. Sub. 2 subs. So we got 3 subs. Whoa. Man. Oh, crap. Run! Flee for your life, you little... No. No! Oh. I cannot believe I lost a carrier and I'm about to lose a destroyer. That I can believe. All right, I underestimated the Japanese Air Force. Clearly, I didn't think they had this much. Holy guacamole. So somehow I got to get close enough to kill these ships, but far enough away to avoid the Air Force. Hopefully we can use the air power from the carriers maybe to kill these ships. I don't know. Another sub? Oh boy. Well, okay, this is certainly not the best news I've ever had. All right, let's... Here, I need to just do this, yeah. All right. Did I check this mode? Mix. I want bombers. Right there. And nothing happened. Great. Let's decapitate him if we can. We can. I want you to take the entire airfield. Let's chew him up with artillery a little bit. I'm going to slip here to make sure he doesn't take that port back. So now he's really in trouble. Yeah, look at his morale, 42. So it was probably a lot higher than that before we started. Okay, great. So the subs have disappeared except for that one. I can't believe I let them. And where's the motor torpedo boat also disappeared? Where was it? Wasn't it like somewhere around here? Tell you what, let's let the CVEs engage here first, and that may help draw off some of the Japanese strength. Although it may also really tear up our carriers because I haven't gotten them any fighter. Well, they have escorts from somewhere. Oh, not you. You are not a CV. Right. And we've got no strikes on him, no strikes on him. One strike on you. We'll put you down here. Nice. Okay, that was nice. Well, I guess we'll go find out. Okay, that's good. I wish we had some more DDs or light units. We do, but there. Well, nice. So surely a battleship could get just 1 point. No, and don't call me Shirley. Yes, I got the joke already. He's stuck. You guys are gonna pull back here. Well, we'll give him a shot, and then we'll pull back. All right, let's bring him down here. Let's see if we can get rid of him. Good. All right, we saw some things there, but we're not seeing them now, so I don't want to get too close to the air power, though. Okay, who do we want to pick on? You know what? Let's go after the air power. Yes, let's just do that. See if we can wipe some of them out. No, which one was that? Was that you? No. Wow, look at you. All right, we got to send you down here where you can get fixed up quickly. We've got somebody else that, yeah. No, you're fine. I thought we had somebody else that was, well, you're kind of beat up. It wouldn't hurt you to do the same thing either. All right. Come on, get him, guys. Get him. Yes. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Now we'll go after the next one. Beautiful. Yes, lovely. We can knock this guy out. It will really help us get some air superiority going. Didn't have that set quite right, but that's all right. I know. Shattered him. Beautiful. Now, where are the bombers, the fighter bombers that hit us, beat us up so bad? I don't know, but I know where this guy is. And this guy. Shoot. Okay, so you've got nothing left. I'm going to bring the DDs up. Because they're going to hopefully be help. Ah! Mortar torpedo boat. Bye-bye. Well, he lived. Somehow. Don't ask me how. Ah, come on. Got him. Good work, boys. All right. And I don't think the British have shown up over here, have they? Not yet. I guess next turn. Okay, let's get back to the ground combat. Yeah, this is not a small game by any stretch of anyone's imagination. So we're just going to send the 29th Marines straight up there. The 4th Marines are going to come that away. Shepherd will come up there. We'll get their tanks rolling here. And we'll send, definitely send this with them. I don't know about these guys. Yeah, why not? But we'll send them this way. Closer. Everybody else, their job is to get over here, cut this island in half, and kill any Japanese who you might encounter along the way. Bam. All right. Boom. Go. Okay, 1st Marine Division. Let's see. Okay, he's the Corps Commander. We'll put him there for now. You're the Divisional Commander. You go that way. So we can just come straight through here and over to whatever that is. Ishikawa or something like that. I don't know. Okay, over here. Let's give them some more artillery. Just remind them of who they're dealing with here. That's right, boy. Cutting straight across, no problems at this juncture. Put Arnold there. Now, these guys are not going to cut straight across. They're going to start driving down this way, where we know there's some Japanese waiting at least, but technically speaking, dope. There we go. I ran into somebody without really. Can you reach? Wow. Man, they got quite a reach, the guns do. Good, finally. Good. Let's take this, keep moving. Good. This, I think, is the first real big defense, although maybe they do have something here too, a little bit lighter. And then, of course, you get to to these guys here, Katsu and Hacksaw, and then, of course, the Naha Shuri line, which is there's Sugarloaf Hill and Half Moon. What a nightmare. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. But I'm pretty sure that I forgot to move those guys. Don't ask me out. Who's that? That's Buckner. He's probably want to actually be heading down this way. So we'll put it on the airfield for now. And kill that. Who's that? That's Geiger. Yeah, he should be going the other way too. Oh well, it's alright. It's alright. We're in pretty good shape here, so we will let the AI have at it. Yes. Not wasting any time. The old Air Force. Good for you, boys. Oh, sorry. They do this, and I think it's my turn, and it's not. Duh. Sorry. We're going to finish him off soon, and then we can sweep the rest of the island. And then you guys will be an Army Reserve unit to throw in when the fighting gets really gory, which it's going to do fairly soon, I'm sure. I don't want to get too far south with these guys, though, because they don't have any backup. So we're going to have to go. Going to have to wait. Okay. Here's my Brits. Vault joint control. As soon as the U.S. captures Kadena, Marine and Army fighters will be deployed. While the HQ is not limited to supporting aircraft only, it's recommended that they definitely will. 10th Army, Buckner, Army and Marine Forces on Okinawa will have available to them an amount of firepower greater than other forces. Tanks have flamethrower and engineering equipment to increasing their de-entrenchment. Oh, why does the military and government do things like that? De-entrenchment and soft attack values. Artillery units have increased strikes and shells. Aircraft are upgraded also. Offshore are marine-based aircraft on the U.S. naval escort carriers with increased ground attack values. On land, Marine and Army fighter units have the same thing. So there we go. All right, let's come down here. Oh, okay. We'll spread out here. Give these boys protection. Now let's check their set the mode. Hello. And there we go. How far can you strike? Can you reach up here? You actually can, but I don't like that. Let's check this airfield. It does. Is there somebody on that? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, it's only one strike? What? Their CVs only have one strike? They only have one strike. I did not know that. That's interesting. All right, I'm not seeing anybody. Makes me feel kind of weird. Yeah. I want to stay away from that. Oh. Anti-aircraft unit for now. Okay, so Apparently, there's nothing there, but I'm skeptical. All right, speaking of that, let's finish this guy off if we can. Let's see. Okay. There you go. And he's gone. So we're gonna sweep the island. Alright, so this island's pretty much taken care of. So let's... Wow, how far north am I? Gee, I'm way far north. Let's bring it down here. You guys come with. Alrighty, here we go. Ah! There is something there. And it totally wasted. So let's bring you up. And you. Let's see if I get in. That didn't seem... Oh, geez. That was a bad idea. Okay. Let's see how you guys do over here. Not too well, at least at the beginning. However, one has hope, but hope may be fleeting in this position. Wow. Well, finally, somebody did something. Yeah, we did them all right. No, this guy's not. Well, that sucks. All right. How close can we can do it? The island has officially been split in half by the Marines. Okay. Yeah, let's bring it over here because we gotta get some army divisions over on this side of the deal. That's the 5th Marines. Yeah, let's put it over here. 1st Marines, we'll send down this way. Okay, so we're getting close. How far down here do we want to go is the question. Alright, we're going to stop there. There. We got another airfield. That's always a nice thing to have. Let's get our artillery rolling. Let's see your Buckner. Oh, we'll bring you down this way. Okay, Corps Commander. Okay, so you're... Yeah. Come on down. Geiger, come on down this way. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we should pull him this way because we want to put the Marines in there eventually. If we want to keep with the historical kind of layout, which, of course, we don't have to. So there's no rule that says I have to do that. All right, he'll be coming up there, there. This is a mess, but that's the way it goes. Okay, let's come down here. Elite reinforcements, eh? Okay. Okay, let's operate you to I wonder if Kadena looks, well, we could put him there. Let's do that. We could always, figure out exactly where I want him as time goes on, so let's rack up the hits here. Are you on the island? No, I mean the island. Jeez. My brain is completely not functioning. I meant to say airfield, but never mind. Tell you what, we'll drop you there. We'll bring some others down as time goes on, but I think for now that's pretty good. Okay, these guys still have their air power. The problem is I don't know where to shoot. That's the problem. As well. Yeah, there wasn't any aircraft unit there. I wonder if they've got it. Well, now we know where at least one of their guys are. I was wondering if they might have had a sub or a motor torpedo boat there. You. Shattered. Beautiful. That's perfect, dude. Way to go. Oh, whoa. We'll go after him. Because they're the ones that are really going to tear me up. Yeah, you should have stayed hidden. Thank you for not doing that. Guess it doesn't really make any difference. Fight, die now, die later, right? Let's see if we can get all the way. Yes. And we missed. Can he reach that far? Yeah. That's a different unit than I bombed. Oh, look at that. Shattered it. Lovely. That is awesome. So we still got this guy, but we really put a dent in their air power, which makes me happy. Because we know they had some subs down there and up here, and I'm not seeing anything. So let's go see if we can't find them. Meanwhile, I do believe that's that. You know what? I haven't done any checking. Got 596 MPPs. Brits have 100. They outnumber us. Not too surprising on land. That's not surprising either. So let's take a look at morale. U.S. is 97. Brits are 100. Japanese will be pretty high too. Yeah. Wow. Look at the Japanese. Look how much we lost a ton right there. Then we dropped them. Now this going back up on their air units. They're not getting a lot at all. And they're spending, yeah. Okay, that's the CV at the beginning of the disaster. Can I buy one of those back? No, I cannot. Good. That's the way it probably should be, but it irks me for being so dumb that I let that happen. Okay, that's going to wrap this one up. All right, let's go ahead and let the AI run, and then we'll wrap it up. How's that? On the first edition here, first episode, that's the word I was groping for, of this Okinawa campaign scenario in honor of my late father, who I miss and who I'm so happy I got to be the son of a World War II Marine. But no, he's easy. He definitely had what we would call today PTSD. But I would not have traded that. I would not trade that for the world. Here they come, sneaking down. You're going to die, I hope. But we won't know that till next time. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, they're just coming in over there. So I was a little early in my bombing. Yeah. The Japanese Army drafted 39,000 Okinawan people. This included 24,000 militia called Botai or something like that, and 15,000 non-uniformed laborers. In addition, the Army mobilized 1,780 middle school boys aged 14 to 17 for frontline service. They were called the Taketsu Kinotai, the Iron and Blood Imperial Corps. Yeah, look at those kids. They almost certainly died. Wow. On that sobering note, guys, we're going to say so long. I'll be back again soon with more here, so let me know what you think. And until next time, take care, and I'll see you later.